Am I the asshole for wanting my daughter to make my wedding cake, although my future husband is refusing? I, female 36, have a daughter, female 16, who loves baking, and she's incredibly good at it. It's her passion since she was 3, and I encourage her to follow it and discover more ways to become better at it. I even enrolled her in a few classes in Academy to learn more. I met my fiancé, male 41, 2.5 years ago. We're getting married soon. And for the wedding cake, I had an idea, which is to have my daughter bake the cake and decorate it for us. My daughter agreed and was so excited to do it. My fiancé glanced at me when he heard about it. Then, when we were alone, he snapped and said, quote, "I can't believe you're being serious about this." I told him, why not? It's not like we're having a huge formal wedding with many guests, just a small party with our family and loved ones. He said this was a, quote, "fucking joke," and that he will not let a child bake our wedding cake while there are tons of professional bakers out there who can make a much more decadent, decent looking and tasting one. I said I didn't understand the problem because I thought he loved her baking. He responded, "I do love what she bakes, but let's just stick to muffins and brownies." I told him he was being unreasonable and that his words were hurtful to me and my daughter and her abilities. He told me to be more realistic and think about what the guests will say. Again, I said all the guests are family and friends, so I doubt they'd make any negative comments about the cake knowing my daughter made it. Matter of fact, they might even think it's sweet. He got mad and said that there was nothing sweet about getting embarrassed on his wedding day. We argued for over 2 hours, just going back and forth on the issue. Later, I got a call from his mother telling me that I should start being rational and look at things from her son's perspective. She suggested we get a professional cake for the wedding, then have my daughter maybe bake some cupcakes for the buffet or something. But I wasn't convinced and felt like they're deciding my wedding's plans for me and forcing what they want on me. I don't care how the cake will look, but it's the sentiment I care about.
So I think he's being very aggressive about this, and worrying so much about being embarrassed is kind of pathetic. Just my own personal opinion. However, I do think that before offering that to your daughter, you should talk to your partner beforehand. And, because then otherwise, I don't know, I just feel like those are type of things you should have a conversation with before bringing your daughter into it, because now she is going to get her feelings hurt. And now she is going to think like, he doesn't believe in me, and it's like, that probably isn't the case. He just has his own agenda. But like I said, he's being so dramatic, which makes me feel like it reminds me of the other thing that we just talked about with the vegan wedding.
Yeah.
It's just like, chill out. I don't know. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I'm getting bad vibes. I think him yelling and kind of snapping, I can't believe you're being serious. I don't want to, it's a fucking joke. I'm not going to let a child bake. It's very, very toxic, of a reaction versus just calmly saying hey, you know what? I'd prefer a professional cake. I just want it to look really nice for our wedding. And I'm not really sure what she's capable of, but I just wanted a nice cake.
Yeah.
That could have been an easy conversation versus snapping, flipping out, saying crazy shit.
Yeah. If he could just say something like, honestly, I've always had a specific vision for what I want for my wedding. And this is really important to me. And I do believe in her and I love her baking. But for this specifically, I would really, really prefer to have X type of cake. And I would love for her to participate in another way as an addition. But this is my wishes. Can we please, meet halfway on this?
I also really, really, really don't like that the mom got involved.
Same. I know. It's God damn it.
I hate that.
Did you think that was going to make things better?
Come on. Did you? Use your fucking brain.
Did you? Then again, the mom, he might have just vented to the mom and she was like, I'm picking up my phone and calling. You never know.
But this is the same as the vegan thing where the mom was like, listen to my son, respect my son.
Yeah.
You're not letting him get his point across. You're not listening to him. It's Why are you involved? This isn't your wedding. I really, really don't like that the mom got involved. I just is giving me some weird vibes. You're 41. You should be able to communicate with your partner and not get your mom involved in your personal conflicts. Top comment is like quoting what OP said. He snapped. He said this was a fucking joke. His words were hurtful to me and my daughter. He got mad and said there was nothing sweet about getting embarrassed on his wedding day.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's the phrase that really...
Why are you embarrassed?
Yeah.
Like, and if it's going to be a small
Exactly.
wedding, like, again, people are going to be like, oh my God, your daughter made your wedding cake? That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful way to incorporate your daughter from a past relationship on your special day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And one day when she's famous, she'll be like, the first wedding cake I ever baked was this.
Wow.
And it will be the opposite of embarrassment, you dick.
And so they quote all of that OP said and go, you really want to marry this guy? Not the asshole.
Yeah.
And so someone goes, and don't forget crying to mommy when he didn't get his way. Someone goes, this is a red flag for me. Calling his mom when he had a disagreement with his fiance. Calling his mom and he's almost 42.
I mean, it's... whatever. He calls his mom.
But calling your mom to like vent and just be like, I don't know what to do. Like,
yeah,
I really don't want this cake. Like, what's some advice you would give me?
Right.
But it's the fact the mom inserted herself and got involved.
I would make it clear to my mom, like, do not keep this between us, please.
Yeah.
And maybe he did, but if he knows that his mom is like that, you know what I mean? He's had 42 years to know the way that she reacts to things. So
yeah. This is one of the most awarded comments, and they write, some people are single because they haven't found the right partner for them, and some people are single because they're not the right partner for anyone. The later category most certainly includes 40-year-old dudes who run to mama to tattle on their partners. LOL. So yeah, I'm going to say this guy definitely could have handled this one better.
Yeah.
OP, not the asshole.
yeah, agreed.
Fucking weirdo.
Definitely agreed.
What a little weirdo.